Charles Darwin was born on February 12, 1809. He's known for his contributions to the theory of evolution as well as the idea of natural selection, which created a base for scientists to expand on. Throughout his life, he went on expeditions and voyages to discover theories in Argentina and the Galapagos Islands.
In his early studies, the geologist focused on tortoises. He realized that the animals had different shaped shells based on the island they lived in. For example, tortoises with lighter or darker shells would live in lighter or darker atmospheres in order to camouflage. This discovery made Darwin wonder how the same species can have different traits. The idea of adapted creatures of the same species was also common in finches. After studying his findings, he concluded that species change over time. He started to study organisms at the embryo stage to see how life forms, and from there he observed that there were similarities between an embryo and other species. However, as soon as the embryo stage is over, the loss of many traits and functions disappear as well.
Through these observations, Darwin developed his theories of natural selection and evolution. Darwin realized that when the finches split between the islands, those that held mutations that were better suited to the environment mated and produced offspring inheriting their genetics. Others that didn't adapt these traits died. This natural selection occurred for generations, picking helpful mutations, allowing for the gene pool to evolve to eventually change the mechanism of certain species and even create new ones.
Through Darwin's discovery, scientists were able to conclude that Homo sapiens descended from primates and is able to understand our existence. As mentioned in the PBS documentary, scientist Hansel Stedman studied codes of DNA and differences between chimps and human brains to conclude that a mutated muscle gene that builds our strength in our jaw, shapes our skull, and allows our brain to grow large, while neurologist Chris Walsh discovered that the mutation in how brain cells divide and grow affects how humans are able to grow their brains. From these discoveries, Kate Pollard, a biostatistician, was able to use technology to code a program that is able to compare DNA strands of humans and chimps, finding similarities and differences. Through her program, she was able to hypothesize that the cortex, the outer layer of the human brain, mutated from chimpanzees, allowing our brains to have complex functions through switches in our DNA. As you see, scientists have grown from Darwin's discovery, continuously expanding our knowledge greater and greater.